Let's see, folks. Make sure everything is working correctly. Everything is working just fine. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Lord of the Rings: The Return, not Return of the King, the Third Age. Last episode, we made our way through Rohan and got all of our Rohirrim together for Aemir. And now we are venturing into Edoras, the like main stronghold of Rohan. A lot of people believe it is Helm's Deep, but technically, I believe it is actually let's see. It is technically actually Edoras. Edoras is where the king of Rohan actually is. So, alright, let's see. First, let's go ahead and level up Idril. Give her some dex. Let's open up so we can see a little bit further. I'm thinking in this episode we can probably get through all the way through Edoras if we're lucky. Edoras is pretty big. As you can see, there's 5 blips that we have to get to. And then there is a boss fight at the end of Edoras, because I believe the end of Edoras will be right before we go to Helm's Deep. And they stopped me. Yay. Oh, great. Uruk-hai, which I kind of figured. Let's see, Marathor, you should be able to go ahead and, yep. Or you're gonna miss 2 of your 3 attacks. We are starting off great. I don't want to use Elven Rage, because I have a feeling Adriel's gonna miss one of the attacks. How do you... Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, that's technically an Uruk-hai. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hit. Dude. Why is everybody missing so much all of a sudden? That's gonna be the death of us later if we don't fix that. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way. These single boss fights, or these single attacks, really shouldn't be that difficult. Holy crap, Morwen! She's about to die. She might die. If she gets hit one more time, she's dead. Alright, let's try this again. Dude, oh. Okay, I can't hit at all right now. She's dead. Dude. This is not going well at all. Sad thing is I've built decks on everybody, so I don't understand why we're not hitting. Give me 1 second, folks. It is hot as all get out in here. There we go. Let's get some ventilation in here. Alright. Uruk-bane. Technically an Uruk-hai, so I don't think it'll work. Just please hit. There. Jeez. See, I think she also needs damage up, so it's kind of hard for me to warrant putting all of her points in dex, but if I don't, she's never gonna hit. At least that still does damage. I this should not be that difficult. I think I've only hit 3 of the attacks I've done so far. Please don't tell me we're gonna have 9 here. And he comes back with 0 health. This is just hit. Oh my gosh, what the fudge? We might get wiped here. Because there she went. That's it. That's our first character wipe. What the heck? Alright then. Well, that went about as well as it could have, I guess. I don't understand why we're not hitting at all. Like, I know it's a percentage thing, so I guess maybe we're just, like, we're rolling that bad. Because I think it is technically like a semi-similar to, what is it, like D&D? We're gonna go over here first instead. But like, we're rolling horribly is all I can figure. Cause like, let's take a look at everybody's decks. Hadhod's got 69, Barathor has 62, Marwyn has 93, but she's missing the most. That doesn't make any sense. Everybody else has pretty similar except for Elegus, but Morwyn's missing the most and almost has 100 decks. That makes no sense. And I don't want to exactly pump her with more decks, because if we pump her with more decks, the odds for hitting her just, they don't seem to be going up. It might help if we use Barathor's boost, I guess. I guess is what we'll do. This time, I can't believe I'm having to go ahead and start using her as a healing bitch this early on. Like, I was trying not to do that, but, I mean, especially because we're going to end up fighting enemies later that have, effects that allow them not to, like, they can stop you from using magic attacks. I guess we're going to have to start using his, leadership abilities more. Doesn't help we're going up against the freaking chieftains, and the chieftains are so powerful. Alright. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. That's more like it. I guess we're just gonna have to make sure we pump or use Barathor's leaderships for a while. Which unfortunately I really didn't want to have to, because I guess I just kind of felt like, well, yes, it's, ow! He used damage shield, that's what it was, because Jesus, that hurt. Doesn't heal for much, but there, I need to get her gifted Galadriel. She hit twice, so I'll still give her credit. That might one-shot. It does when he crits. Ugh, great, damaging shield. And he got to attack twice, that's even worse. Well. This hit, I kind of don't want it to. Ow, ow, ow. Jesus. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Thankfully, Barathor leveled up. Morrowind leveled up. So the people that took the most damage, thankfully, leveled up. Alright. I guess we'll give her 100 dex. Really not what I was wanting to do, but I guess it's something we're gonna have to do. That's not what I was trying to click. Old Xbox control or old PlayStation controls are irritating. Cool. That make it easier to get back through there. That'll help with a little bit of dex. There we go. Since we're mostly using Morrowind, we might as well make sure we're leveling up other characters. It is kind of cool that we're getting to go through Edoras. Like, this is honestly a pretty cool thing, and I'm happy they did this. I like this story of Third Age in the sense of you get to go around a lot of areas, so that's pretty cool. Like, you can basically explore Helm's Deep, which is really nice. But, sorry if I'm not as talkative as I normally would be. I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm not 100% sure why. I've only been up for a couple hours since I work third. I normally sleep until later in the day. But I am a little bit on the tired side, so that's probably why my commentary is lacking. Alright, this is one we died at. I'm not going to be dumb like I was last time. I'm going to make sure I use the Aura of the Valar and everything like that. Yes, we get it. Damage shields, you're very funny. But I guess that works. Let's hit the other one, that way you don't end up getting hurt. Alright, let's see. Of course, we gotta hit with that Company Valor. Company Valor. And unlike last time, we are going to go ahead and use Aura of the Valar on her. That way, if she dies, she gets right back up. Dang, he's just going to use out all of Manny. We need him gone. Tag him, he can survive 3,000 damage. So let's hit him with a twin wound. Or we're just gonna miss because, you know, hitting is impossible. Okay, well, this should finish him. Yeah, I was gonna say 4,000 some odd damage should definitely be enough. This guy was screwed if we do, screwed if we don't for a moment. Yeah, I figured they were gonna get Morrowind again. That's fine. That's painful. See if Barathor can go ahead and finish this work off. God. Alright. Aura of the Valar, or Power of the Valar. Go ahead and revive them. her. I think they're both hurt. Yeah, they are. So we can focus this one. And then he'll go down when it's his turn. Ugh, they really didn't want you to counterattack. Does it count if he's hit with a spirit attack? It does not. Good to know. What does C skill mean? One skill point. I don't know what that means. Does that mean... Because if it does, that would really explain why she is such a crappy character. Okay, it doesn't. I thought it meant she could get a skill point every time she stole one. Because I was about to be like, what the fudge? Her armor is part of why she's so bad. Look at that armor rating compared to everybody. Even Idriel's. Even our ranger has like way better armor than she does. And that partially comes from the fact that she hasn't gotten new gear because she's a brand new character. But even still, I feel like that's one of the... Alright. Shit. I'm trying to heal. That's greater health? What? Shit. This might get bad fast. Okay, thank God it's her turn. Go ahead and cast that on yourself. Yeah, she's gonna need that. It's a good thing these are just orcs. Whatever damage orc bane does, well, it would do a lot more if it actually hit. Oh my goodness, and Murder of Crows might kill Barathor? Yup, because at least she hit. It's a good thing they do no damage. And then, you know, critical hit 800 damage because her armor is so shitty. Barathor, get up. That really is her problem. Her armor is just so bad. She desperately needs better armor. I got him. Alright, that's one headache. Doesn't look like that attack took. 1600 damage, jeez. But say, go ahead. Get her back. God, that is so bright. That's painful to the eyes. That should kill that one eventually. God, 800 damage when they're doing like not even close to that for everybody else. She's taking double damage is part of why she's dying so quickly. 2000 damage isn't bad. Especially when that's a decent amount of AP points less. Excuse me, sorry y'all. Let's see. Damn it, it's combat only. I'm curious. She has armor. She already has armor enhancement on. God. She really needs. I need to get her better gear. Because like that armor stat is just abysmal. I also need to real quick since they've leveled up some. Passive skills, double attack, where we want that. What's she working on? Oh, one buzz, potion, hastening, double attack. We'll go ahead and get her that. What are you working on? Frenzy? Yeah. Lingering sleep? Yes. And that's good. Okay. And everybody's working on what we need them working on. The things that ultimately are going to be really helpful. Idril's the only character we have not changed out yet. And that's just because she's really useful. And as you guys can tell, we're going to need her going forward, because these fights are going to get more and more difficult. If I remember correctly, the boss fight for Edoras is pretty annoying, because the enemies do so much damage. Yeah, I got a feeling we're about to get into an optional fight in just a second, which is fine. I'd be a little bit surprised if we didn't. We have to go all the way around. Yeah, we're gonna go back and go back down and around. What is it, Wildman? Okay. Kill yourself. I need to get her gift of Galadriel, something fierce. That is not a piercing attack, but alright. There you go. 2,000 damage isn't bad. It's not great. Especially when we're just talking about these regular enemies, but, at least you're hitting, because good lord, for some reason, Barathor is just like not wanting to hit. She almost took down that dude. There you go, never mind, that one wasn't good, because those were criticals, and you only hit for 2,000. Double crit and only hit for 2,000, that's not good. That's the only thing I will say about her. She might not be that good right now, but I have a feeling she's gonna end up being like really good later on. Well, Idril. Idril, you're screwed later unless I can go and get you Frenzy soon. That went Morrowind. If I could just get her armor stat to be better, I feel like she would be a force to be reckoned with. Because yeah, she doesn't do that much damage off the rip, but her ability to put life drain on all of the enemies is honestly really good. Alright, let's see. There's no point in using something strong against these guys. 3,000 damage. That's really good. Honestly, that kind of damage, if she could do that regularly, would be keeping up with Barathor and the rest of them. The only problem is I can't trust her to do that damage regularly, you know? She normally only does, if I'm lucky, 20,000 damage, and that's just not terrible, but it's half of what the Barathor and Hadhot do. Elegus is a whole other issue entirely. Elegus just doesn't do damage. Morrowind needs a little bit more health, but above all else, what she really needs... Hold on. Use item. Morrowind needs more health, but she really needs more armor, to be honest. Her armor is just... I know I've said it before, but like, I didn't realize how bad her armor was compared to everyone else. And I'm really hoping that our last party member, which we're gonna get after. I believe we get him right after we finish Edoras, which isn't exactly a good thing because the Helm's Deep fights are pretty difficult, so we're probably going to be using most of our better characters, which means Barathor, Hadhod, and Idril. So, unfortunately, we're going to get him and probably throw him right to the wayside. 1400 damage is not terrible. But did he just apply bleed? I didn't know. Maybe it's his sword that does it, but I didn't think Barathor. Yeah, it does. That's good to know that his counterattack can happen too. Damn, he had to put it on. We'll let Edriel take him down. Yep, he's dead. As long as all three of those hits hit, we kill these Uruk-hai. Damn, they're trying to put everybody to sleep. Hit the other one. There you go. That way both of them are taking damage every turn. They're gonna try to keep her staggered. Nice job, Morwen. It's worth it. Did that count? Is he bleeding now? Shit. They're gonna try and put our entire party to sleep. Yes, it did hit. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I should have one for. Wakens a sleeping character. The water mist that, and it'll put him right on going next. And it's gonna hurt Barathor, but I need you to take him down. Yep, there we go. Definitely didn't feel good, but it worked. That's gonna be good to know for when we do the Helm's Deep evil battles. There we go. I'm really glad it's not like Pokemon, where until you go to, unless you use a potion or antidote, or you go to a freaking Pokemon Center, they stay staggered. Because good lord, that would be annoying. All right, let's see. All right, let's keep going. Is there anything out there? Oh, we gotta go around here to get to that. Okay, that's fine. Gotta go around to open up this gate. Which this should... Let's go ahead and save it. We're rocking with about... We're getting close to about halfway through the game, I'd say. Helm's Deep, I think, is like the halfway point. Or it might be Edoras, technically, so we might actually already be at the halfway point. I thought that was a wild man standing there. You. I don't like you guys. And never mind, because she's gonna miss. God, I hate the fact they miss so easily. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. And yet you hit with that, and you hit well, too. 2,500 damage. Ow. That was rude. I know there's a sword he gets eventually. I think that's a leeching sword. I wish I had it. Barathor does not look good that Morwen is hitting more than you are. Also, it doesn't look good that her guaranteed hit only does about a fourth or a fifth of the damage that everybody else's attacks do. But I guess to be fair, it is a guaranteed hit. There we go. Sizzle Rage should do it. 5,000 damage for Sizzle Rage is actually pretty good. See, we need more when that's a level. Hadad getting more gear than she is. Like I said, we're gonna get her to 100. Two feet later, and there's another fight. Yay! And this one has the chieftains. Yay! I hate the chieftains. They do so much damage compared to the other orcs. There we go, a new ability. I will take that. We're gonna go ahead and use this. I don't really want to be sitting here missing for the next 15 minutes. Ow. Rude. 1200 damage is nice. For a counterattack is nice. And she did about 16, nice. Alright, we'll take that. Take that to the bank. Orc Bane, if it hits, should be enough to... There we go. Should be enough to take him out. Weeping Blade doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as her wound does normally, which is honestly that's okay with me. There we go. Good job. Elegus. You need Dex. Nothing else. What I meant to do. I wonder how many times I'm going to do that. One more and you'll have lingering sleep. I need to work on you to get, what is it, True Shot? Which one is it that puts people to sleep? Arrow of Sleep right there. Alright, let's see. You're good for right now. It was you. Valeria's Haste. Let's one part member automatically at next. That one's gonna be good. How long is that gonna take? That's gonna take a quarter of the amount of time. But I need that. And she's almost done. She'll have Stunning Strike. Gil-galad Rampage would be nice to go ahead and soon get that too. Well, as soon as we can. Open that gate up. Step forward over here. Let me guess there's gonna be a fight here. There is not, oddly enough. That should be the last one, and we'll be good to go ahead and do the boss fight. Or no, there's gonna be one more. We are about there though, which I am somewhat excited to do the boss fight. It's gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna go ahead and save again. It is going to be probably. I assume it will be difficult. I have a feeling it will be. But I also am kind of excited because of who the boss fight is, and I don't like him, so we can put him down. It's not canonic at all. Like, I know this game is obviously not canonic. They weren't there at the fight for the Balrog, so like, of course it's not canonic. But that being said, it is even more less. It is even more. It is even less canonic, canon, whatever. In just a moment, because in just a moment, ooh, we got something for Morwen. In just a moment, we will be fighting someone that did not die at the place they're talking about. Like, at all. I don't really want to get into an extra fight, but I will. I'm probably going to switch Barathor out soon with Eligist. Just to go ahead and get him leveled up. Let's see. Go ahead and pass on War of the Valar. Something I can do. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm kind of curious if it will. Can we do this, right? This. $1,300 damage to 2 enemies is okay. I will take 1,300 damage to 2 enemies. Just don't like the fact that that was a crit. And then can we... Oh! I was wondering if we could switch out. Damn, I was really hoping. You. That's fine, we need to get both of them down anyway. I need to work on Eligist anyway, so that works. There we go, now he'll be damaged every time we fight. And he's dead. Good job, Morwen. And my phone is on 5%. Yay. Nice job, Israel, too. Y'all are smoking. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that was a counterattack. That's why. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, why is he still going? I guess she technically gets to do the ending animation because she did the last attack, which is fair. We'll switch over to Barathor. Anything over here? There is. And it's more stuff for Morwen, which we want. And it increases her armor, which we want. Give me everything for Morwen for the next like 5 minutes, because she needs it. Alright, that should have been the last trigger, so we can go ahead and move through. Like I said before, we are pretty close to getting the last party member. We'll be getting the last party member after the boss fight, which would be pretty cool. I don't remember the last party member. I don't remember what his abilities are. I don't remember what kind of attacks he does. I remember his weapon vaguely, and I remember him very vaguely. I don't remember his name or anything like that. So it is going to be kind of interesting to go ahead and, you know, get a chance to play with him, as I don't think I ever made it that far as a kid. I think I made it to Minas. No, I did. The furthest I made it was when I was really little. I made it to Minas Tirith. There's a point at Minas Tirith where you have to use all 7 or all. 6. Wow, it took me too long to count that. You have to use all 6 party members. And I only leveled up Eligist, Idril, and Barathor because they're the first 3 you get. And at the time, I really liked the idea of archers. I liked Barathor because my brother told me he was really good. And I had already learned from my brother that Idril was the healer, so you had to level her up. So I didn't try using Morwen or Hadhod or the third guy. So when we got to that, they didn't have any attacks other than like their starting attacks, and they got blitzed within a couple seconds. Because I couldn't do anything strong enough. I didn't have their attacks worked, anything like that. So it's going to be different this time, though, of course. As I have leveled up our characters, as I am switching out our characters, I'm leveling them up. I know what they can do. We're probably going to be using Hadhod and the Rohirrim and Idril for a little bit after we get done with, after we move on to the next area.
We are trapped once again.
But now the worm is here with us. Tell me, Grima, why do you betray your kind? Is it for wealth, power, subservience to Saruman?
That is a lie. Saruman the White has ever been our friend and ally.
His voice saps the will. He used it to gain entrance.
Yes, he obeys my will. You do not, Gondorian.
Fell sorcery works here, my friend.
Perhaps if I slay your servant, I shall find my freedom.
They kind of like whipped out that whole, oh, he's being, oh god, these guys. These guys, yeah, these guys hurt. These guys are going to be rough. We are going to switch Eligist back to, we're probably going to go ahead and switch out everybody to our main group as they're needed. We're going to go ahead and activate double attack for Hadhod. Oh, he can't use his. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and use Hue Armor. We're going to take out the servants first. Because if I remember correctly, I remember them being really difficult. So, we're going to go ahead and try and... Oh, we're doing this, aren't we? Please don't keep that up, Hadhod. I need you to hit, dude. There. Something to lower some of their defense. I was hoping to hit everyone with that. It honestly doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. We're going to go ahead and order the Valar on Idril because we need to keep her alive. I could just perfect mode it, but I kind of don't want to for EXP purposes and everything, so we're not going to do that. We're going to switch him out. I guess that's supposed to be poison. We're going to go ahead and activate Company Valor to increase hits and misses for ourselves and our enemies. That he's gonna do this. I remember when I was a kid that like that screech they do was like edged in my brain because of how much they freaking do it. Right, now that's done. Let's see what kind of damage, as long as this hits. I use Citadel Rage. I meant to use Athelian Wrath. I do remember these guys have a ridiculously high amount of armor, which is why we're using Hadhod to take out some of their armor. We're going to go ahead and get her to cast Aura of the Valar on Barathor, because we want him up, and we're going to cast it on Hadhod as well. We're also going to use Hadhod to cast Damaging Shield on Idril. That way, every time that they try and damage Idril, it will cause them damage as well. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and activate Damaging Shield on her. This way she's not taking any more damage, or she is, but she's not taking as much. And of course we're going to go ahead and cast Aura of the Valar on Hadhod. So now if any of these three are taken out, they all will be revived immediately after being taken down. So Hadhod, you're just gonna have to take a hit. There, he's gonna hit with that black speech again. That might kill Hadhod. No, but Varathor and Hadhod might go down thanks to getting hit from. And never mind, Hadhod is down, and Varathor is down. So that's honestly, that is fine. Thus, I was not expecting that to actually kill, but he is damaged, or he is, I think he's bleeding because of that counterattack, so it might be enough to kill him in a minute. I knew that was going to kill Hadhod, which that's completely fine. That's what I wanted. Because now that Hadhod is back up, I'm going to with full AP, I want to reuse double attack. And hopefully this time we can do what I was hoping, but this time we're actually going to hit Hue Armor on Wormtongue. There we go. Now he's going to be taking more damage. He doesn't have that much health if I remember correctly. And we can go ahead and start doing it on, or start hitting that damage attacks. Damage attacks. Start doing more damage now. She's going to go ahead and of course start casting Aura of the Valar on people again. I'd like for her to be able to not have to do this, but this is kind of her whole thing. He's gonna do the Uric Lance again, which I am not that worried about. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage. Honestly, I thought Wormtongue would be more powerful than he is. This is gonna hurt Idril. It might even put her down, but it's also gonna do some damage against him. Okay, I was expecting more damage than that. Alright, what do we want to do next? Do we want to go ahead and put Aura of Valor on Hadhod? He does have a lot of health. I actually think it would be smart for us to use Weakening Slash on this strong Uruk right here that's not dead yet. As long as it hits, now he'll be doing a little bit less damage with his attacks, I believe. It's fine, you can hit Varathor, he's gonna come, or he's not, I figured he'd counterattack. This, I don't think will kill Idril. No, it won't, thanks to her having some protection. I do need to go ahead and get her to heal up Hadhod soon. Let's see, what do we want? Do we want to? I think we're gonna shy away from that, and we're actually gonna see what kind of damage can Mountain Rage not do, because it misses, and he might. This is gonna be bad. Okay, that didn't do too much. Now we'll go ahead and get her to pass Aura of the Valar on to Hadhod because he is almost dead. Now everyone has it. I do think that they're probably going to go ahead and kill Idril in a second, which that's fine. I really can't wait till she gets Frenzy because then I can do more with her. Let's go ahead and see if we can get one of these Uruks dead. We could have if that last attack had hit, but it didn't. This is going to kill Idril, which that's fine. That's fine, we were prepared for this. So I'll get her up. She'll go ahead and cast Aura of the Valar on herself. And there we go, she is right as rain. They'll probably put the other one down in a minute. This might be Hadhod's death, or second death. Yep. Skip straight past the death animation. I love that. Hit that double attack, of course. Hit that Mountain Rage against him. Maybe we can get lucky and take him down with 2 Mountain Rages. Their armor stats are really freaking high, dude. That's why they're not taking nowhere near as much damage as everybody else has been. It's fine, because that's going to be our first of the Uruk-hai dead. Saruman's Shadow, he hasn't used... Jesus, that's a lot. That's the other one dead. Took away all of my AP for Varathor. That sucks. Alright, let's see. Can she give? I don't think she can. Well, let's. There's no point doing this except for to pay back. Thank you for that AP. I don't know what Ropes of Shadow does. I think that stops him from using certain attacks. Let's go ahead and hit him with a Weaving Blade. Go ahead and do a little bit of bleed to him. I think that's the one that makes it where they can't use Yup, they can only use Axecraft, right? That is completely okay. Let's use Hue Armor again. And completely miss. And completely miss. Come on, y'all. Barathor, you might as well just go ahead and die in a second. Dude, alright, y'all. Come on. Might end up having to try and there we go. 500 damage. Nice. You're taking AP from me that I don't have. Let's go with Mountain Rage and completely whiff it. Weaving Blade. 800 damage. Go ahead, I'm about to say, go ahead and just put Barathor down, though I can hit you with an Athelian Strike. Jeez. Rude as can be. Or I can completely miss because for some reason, I think he does have like a super high dex stat, which makes sense. 11,000 damage right there, I will take that. He takes your full AP, that's what it is. Let's try Mountain Rage again. Please actually hit. There you go. 1500 damage isn't bad considering how much damage everybody else has been doing. That's fine. I'm not scared of your black speech. She's out of AP right now. So we can kind of just finish him off with regular attacks. Just, he doesn't really have as much HP. I really wish he would stop dodging. Grima, you are dead, dude. There's nothing you can do about it now. That's it. We have basically 1500 damage is kind of crazy considering that those Uruks were taking no damage. He's doing this as a desperation to see if he can survive. There we go. But he was desperately trying not to die. Sweet, okay. Everyone should level from that. That's Barathor, or maybe not. Idril leveled. I'm kind of surprised. I figured everyone would. A lot of people got gear
The
though.
courtesy of this hall has diminished of late. The worm lives. He crawls away.
His power here is broken.
So is much of Snowborn. But what survives is because of you. I owe you much. We cannot tarry here. We must reach the high road.
Sorry, Barathor, but if I were you, I'd be going after her, not Idril. Let's see, Dex, of course. Gotta do the Dex. Dex. Alright, let's see. You're still trying to learn Frenzy. You're a decent ways away. You finished double attack. Sweet. He has that now. Makes Barathor immune to fear. Increases Barathor's melee damage when taunting a foe. We're going to go ahead and just give him Athelian Might so he can get that last bit of HP. Let's check this place out before we do anything. That way we can get that sweet, sweet loot. Alright. One last thing, and that should be it. Did I say Aiden? I think it did. I'm gonna stab myself in the foot if I keep doing that. Increases dex, which is what he needs right now. This stone allows the learning of light crafting skills. What does it mean, light crafting skills? Let's see. I wish I'd stop doing that. That does raise constant dex by a lot, but it lowers strength. But that lowers strength way too much. That barely lowers dex and raises strength by about the same, raises HP a little bit, and raises armor a lot. Okay. Not worth it. She needs that armor increase. Alright. Alright, we will play for a little bit longer. We're probably going to play until we get the new party member, which should be in the next, like, 10 or not even 10 or 15 minutes. Should be, well, it depends on how long the fight that you get him is. Because if y'all can't tell, every single time you're going to get a party member, you have to do a fight when you're going to get them. So a lot of the extent to my knowledge is gone now that we're passing
I
through
hope
this
this
gate.
road proves safer than these villages.
No part of this land is safe while Saruman schemes in Orthanc.
We must not delay. If my family took this trail, they are in great peril.
I don't think Orthanc is Saruman's tower. I thought Orthanc was Mordor. I'm pretty sure it is.
This cave has long sheltered travelers when they camped in these mountains.
Yes, Dunharrow and Helm's Deep still harbor ancient treasures.
What remains there is meant for others, she-elf. It is not your affair.
Hold your hate, both of you. This belongs to my mother. I know it from childhood. Mother said it kept the Lord of the Nazgul away. Father always laughed at that. I fear now I enter their tomb.
Or perhaps ours, lady. The wargs await us.
Straight into a fight. We'll probably switch back to her in a second. Alright, these wargs don't have nowhere near as high strength. We're gonna switch back to Elegus. Because Elegus has Creature Bane, which Creature Bane should do a crap ton of damage. 2,000's pretty high considering the kind of damage Elegus normally does. And I didn't even think about healing Elegus, which it's a good thing that these are just wargs, or else he would probably be dead. Dwarven Cleave. 4,000 damage, back to normal with the damage too. Now Fluid Strike should be enough? Yeah. I actually really like her Lothlorien gear, because I think that's what that's supposed to be. Before we take another step. Alright, everybody's got health now. Should be a fight here, I believe. Yep. I was about to say, ain't no way. There are 3 chests here. There's no way there's not a fight here. And of course, we're back to having to deal with the orcs. Is high odds damage back to normal? It is, because we just freaking beat the crap out of that orc. good. I'll hit a frenzy. We'll take out both these boys with 2 arrow flurries. As long as they hit, should do enough. Might do enough to kill. Never mind. I said we were gonna take them out, but 1100 damage is not good. Oh yeah, that's not killing. Let's do this. We'll lower all of them. Here they go. Ouchie. Alright, let's see. Elven Rage against you. Idril, you give me migraines, dude. Should not be missing like she is. How is it that every time you do that second attack, it misses? Trying to lower everybody's health that way when Elegant's turns comes back, he can just slaughter them. We'll probably go to the next save point now that I think about it. There. You make me want to murder people, Idril. It's like she knows that missing as much as she does bugs me. Alright, let's see. Dwarven Cliff. There. Alright, let's see. Stats first. You need speed. Your initiative is really bad, dude. Alright, one more time, and I will stab myself in the foot. I promise y'all. Sword. A melee that always hits but does less damage, and we don't need that. We'll do that. What is Lightcraft? Restores a great amount of health. That's not what I was asking. To one party member. Gift to Galadriel, Aura of Life. Increases one party member's health pool. Increase one party member's rate of attack for the remainder of the battle. Revive a fallen party member. Put a foe to sleep. Drain from the target of this attack and grants them to the caster a powerful spirit attack and immobilize an enemy. Who is it that has Shadowcraft? You do. Remove enemy enhancement on a single target. Protect a party member against slowing effects. Prevents an enemy from using any spirit power attacks for a short time. That could be really good against the final battle, the final boss. Slow the attack rate of an enemy. Drain health. Powerful spirit attack. Paralyze a single enemy. A powerful area effect. That making it where they can use spirit attacks. Dude, that could be broken against certain bosses. You basically take their whole kit away. They get more. She gets more speed, loses some strength, and loses some health. It is not worth it. Yeah, not worth it. That's one of those spots where if you want to, you could just grind like crazy. And we're going to, of course, get into another fight. Now, ahead and do that so you take more damage. As long as this hits, it did. Go ahead and let you attack. You know, well, no, we ain't gonna do that. We'll do this. Go ahead and take him out. That's gonna make life a lot easier. I didn't realize that was the next spot for Eligist. Eligist, I'm gonna go ahead and let you use Arrow Flurry to go ahead and just make those orcs chill for a minute. It's okay, I know it's gonna be his turn. I'm not worried about that. Miss. Yay. When Dwarven Cleave hits, and it didn't, it does so much damage. Enough to kill. It is. That takes 100 AP. That's crazy. I can't believe that didn't kill. Take the last bit of health, so he'll be at max health. That's how you plan. Figured that would make it one person level up. We are going to save it, but I kind of want to continue for a little bit because I think the next area we get our next character, and I'd like to go ahead and just get them so we can have them in the party and take a look at their kit and everything because I'm really curious what kind of kit they have. So let's continue for. There we go. Pretty sure this is him. He kind of looks like a doofus, to be honest. I've never used his attack before, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make him next. Hit with that frenzy. Hit with a creature bane. And let's hit it with an arrow flurry. This way we can go ahead and take one of them out that we were planning. Do some damage to the other one. That one's gonna attack her. I figured it was gonna attack Adhod, but I was wrong. And we'll just do a Dwarven Cleave, which as long as it hits, which their speed is not that high. There we go. Or not their speed, but their dex. There we go. I kind of wish once you got a full party, it let you start having 8 people per fight, because good lord, would that make life a lot easier. There we go. We have Aodin. We did get gear for him earlier. That's weird. Here we go.
You are more than a warrior, my friend.
You know us, lady. I am of Rohan's royal guard. The outlying villagers have been warned, so I now journey to Helm's Deep with you.
That was such a, like, and I know we'll probably get more about him later, but that was such a weird, like, introduction. This is Aodin, though. He is a Rohirrim. Honestly, I kinda am disappointed that he was our 6th whenever I played this game when I was growing up. Because we have, you look at the list, we have a dwarf, an elf, 3 men, and a woman. I'm okay with the with them not wanting to do another elf or a dwarf, but they could have had a hobbit, to be honest. Like, I would have been completely okay with a hobbit, and I think it would have been really cool because they could have been like a rogue type class. Low health but really high damage, using abilities that make them invisible and stuff like that. Like, there's so much that could have been done with that, and they didn't, and it's kind of sucky. That, and I mean, they could have done their elf, another dwarf, but they went with 4 humans and 1 elf and a dwarf. And I'm just like, that's kind of like, I don't know, redundant. I mean, heck, if they wanted to go with the human, they could have went with a Bjorn instead, and part of what his kit could be, he can transform for like a couple turns. If they ever do another like this type Lord of the Rings game, which I'd be okay with, because I think this is a really good game that's got some really annoying parts to it that could, like, it would be good if they just fixed. Then I think a Bjorn would be a really good addition. They could be like their super attack they can transform that you get later in the game. You don't even know. Maybe you don't even know they're a Bjorn until later in the game, and then they transform. But anyway, so he gets 58 off the start, and he's already running into the same issue Morwen has. Look at that armor stat. He has 71 armor. That is trash. He is the highest level. He is a higher level than the rest of our party, but he is so low in armor. I mean, it's ridiculous. Idril actually has the highest armor, which is crazy. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and look at his other stuff. His strength is 71. It's really low. It's normal. It's not that much different than anybody else's. It's actually higher than a couple of our people. His spirit, I think, is the second highest. His constitution is in the middle. It's one of the on the lower end. His speed is abysmal, and his dex is bad. So we're gonna raise his speed. We're gonna raise his dex. His HP is okay. It's about the same level. It's about middle ground with Hadhod having just a crazy amount compared to everyone else. We are going to go ahead and increase his constitution and his speed a bit more. I want his strength, but we're going to actually, I said that I wanted to put his strength. He's got 20 points left. I want to look at his kit, and then we'll decide where those last 20 are going to go. He has good AP, so he doesn't need more AP right now. So let's go ahead and switch over to his kit. He has Spearcraft, of course, and Spirit Powers. So he's going to be another character kind of similar to that of Hadhod and Idril. So looking at his kit, he starts off with Rapture Armor. This battle skill allows melee attacks to ignore the enemy armor rating. That is busted. Okay, that is really, really good. That is crazy good. For just like throughout the rest of the game, when we're going like this next fight in Helm's Deep, I never thought about using him. I might be using him because these Uruk-hai have pretty high armor stats if I remember correctly. Horse Lord Skewer, just a powerful melee attack. Enraging Blow, a damaging attack that converts some damage into action points for the enemy. Ooh, that might not be good. Coherent Rage, a melee attack that allows Aiden to strike twice. Wrath of Edoras, a melee attack that allows him to strike 3 times. Invigorating Blow, a greatly damaging melee attack that allows hasten to the enemy. So he's the only one that I've noticed that it looks like he has downsides to his attacks, which, considering that I think he's the only one that has a greatly damaging ability like that, that's not an ultimate, I might be able to forgive that, but I don't know. We're going to go ahead and put him to going for Wrath of Edoras because, of course, we love those triple attacks. They raise the chance of not missing. And then he has Rampage, a melee attack that allows Aiden to strike 5 times. So I think he is up there with, yeah, he's got as many attacks as our, ooh, wait a minute, I didn't even notice that Barathor has. So he is very similar to Barathor. And then we have our Spirit Powers. So he starts off with Drain Health and Drain Spirit, which makes sense. Channel Health. Transfer some of his health to another party member. I honestly don't see that being really that useful, because instead of giving his health to another party member, he could just use a potion. So honestly, that attack kind of sucks. Tap reserve. Convert some of Aiden's own health into action points. Once again, that to me seems like a waste when he could easily just use an ability that gives him action points, use a potion or something like that. Dispel, remove all enemy enhancements from a single foe. Now that could be really good. I don't see myself using it that much, but I do think it could be good. Spirit Drought, decrease the enemy's action point AP pool. The only problem with that is we can't see the enemy AP pool, so I don't know how much it does it, and I have a feeling for it to really be effective, we'd have to use it multiple times, which with Frenzy, yes, we could do that, but I still just don't think that'd be that helpful, except for in boss fights, having him run in there and just use it a couple times when we're fighting our boss fights to lower their AP so they don't have as much. Kind of similar with that with the light craft, the Barathor, or not the light craft, the shadow craft that Elikis has that can take away the ability to use spirit attacks. It's one of those things that I think could be really useful for boss fights, but regular fights we're not going to be using that. Transfer channel spirit, which is same thing as channel health. Once again, just use an item. Same thing with channel defense. We have items that raise armor stats during boss fight or during fights. Those three abilities right there, just most of his spirit abilities just are not useful. I don't really see a reason why you'd want to use them. Silence Evil prevents an enemy from using any spirit power attacks for a short time. That would of course be really useful. Once again, kind of like that Shadowcraft ability. Shatter Armor lowers the enemy's armor and increases Aiden's by the same amount. Now that is a good one. That's a good ability. Giving him higher defense and lowering theirs, that's great. Absorption enchants party to convert the damage from the next hit each takes into action points. That could be really good too if it does what I'm assuming it does, which is where if you were to get hit, instead of taking damage, you would gain AP. That could be really good. Sacrifice of reserves causes everyone in the party to convert health into action points. Once again, there are items that we have. We have plenty, as I've done so well at the beginning that I didn't need to use items that often, that we could literally just use items to give everybody AP. I don't see a point in that. Creates a shield around Aiden that reflects damage back at enemies for a short time. That is pretty good. It's really reminiscent of really reminiscent of the damage shield that Barathor or Hadhod has. That's pretty good, but still not, I mean, other characters have it. Drain enemy health and translate it to your group. Now that is pretty good. Training one enemy and giving all of your people health. That is good. And then we're going to finish off with Leech Essence, which drains health, HP points, and action points from enemy over time. I feel like that's good in a boss fight. It's not that it's not good when you're looking at a regular fight, but I feel like it would be much better in a boss fight where you're lowering their AP pool, you're taking their health away, you're taking their HP away. So that's what I'm getting from Aiden, is that he's going to be really good for boss fights, but against regular enemies, I just don't see him being that good. But we are going to go ahead and get him to work on, I guess, Channel Spirit. I will get Spirit Drought later because that's something I want, but not right now. That's not what I meant to do. And the last thing we're going to look at for his abilities is his passives. He already has Rohan. He already has a lot. He has increased his melee damage, increased ability to dodge an enemy attack, increase the rate at which Aiden regenerates health. He can regenerate health. Gives a chance to automatically dodge an enemy attack. Reduce the amount of defense Aiden loses when using channel defense. Now, that could be really decent. Increases the rate at which Aiden regenerates action points. Reduces the amount. Okay. Converts all damage done by spirit attacks into action points. That is gonna be really freaking good. Okay. That's insane. And the last thing we're gonna look at, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it, looking at what he has, when we go over here to his skills, looking at what he has, or looking at his stats, I'm going to say 10 points into strength and 10 points into AP, because his spirit powers can be really good. I don't think they are, but not yet, but they could be. Now for gear, of course, put that on. Put that on. He's got a little bit higher, still really low. We don't want to use that. Yeah, not worth it. Okay. Well, that's about it, y'all. I know that was a long explanation. I know it's probably boring to listen to, but that is where we're gonna go ahead and end it for the night. I want to thank you all for watching, and thank anyone who watches. I am enjoying this game. I'd say we're about halfway through it. We're about a step away from being in Helm's Deep. I think literally when we pass the next area, we'll be in Helm's Deep. As always, though, if you like the content, please don't forget to smash the like button as well as subscribe, as it really helps me out. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.